There's a different kind of silence before an electric performance car wakes up, and sitting inside the BMW i4 M60, that silence feels deliberate, almost engineered. No crank, no combustion, no vibration through a starter motor, just a system coming online, processors waking, cooling loops priming, and high-voltage circuits standing by. You press the start button, and instead of a roar, you get readiness, a faint electronic hum, a subtle pulse through the chassis like tension building beneath the surface. Because what you're dealing with here isn't an engine in the traditional sense, it's a dual-motor electric drive system designed with the same obsession BMW once reserved for inline sixes. And that's where things start to get interesting, because this isn't just about instant torque, it's about how that torque is created, controlled, cooled, and sustained under pressure. The i4 M60 uses two electric motors, one at the front axle, one at the rear, creating a fully variable all-wheel drive system that reacts faster than any mechanical differential ever could. Each motor is its own power unit with its own inverter, its own thermal management, and its own role in shaping how this car delivers performance. The rear motor does most of the heavy lifting, tuned to deliver that classic rear-biased feel, while the front motor steps in when traction, balance, or outright acceleration demands it. And unlike traditional EV setups that rely heavily on permanent magnets, BMW uses a current-excited synchronous motor design, eliminating the need for rare earth materials. That decision isn't just about sustainability, it changes how the motor behaves, how it builds torque, and how precisely it can be controlled under varying loads. Instead of fixed magnetic fields, these motors generate their own magnetic force through electrical excitation, which allows finer control but demands more sophisticated power management. That's where the inverter comes in, acting like the brain of the operation, converting DC battery energy into precisely controlled AC power for each motor. And it does this thousands of times per second, constantly adjusting frequency, voltage, and current to match exactly what your right foot is asking for. You don't feel gears shifting, you don't hear revs climbing, but there's still a progression, a build, a surge that replaces what used to be mechanical drama. Ease into the throttle in the city, and the response is immediate, but not abrupt. It's smooth, controlled, almost deceptively calm for something this powerful. There's no waiting for boost, no downshift hesitation, just torque, delivered instantly, but shaped carefully so it doesn't overwhelm the tires or the driver. And that shaping is everything, because without it, 600 horsepower in an EV would feel chaotic, almost unusable in everyday driving. Instead, BMW has tuned the pedal mapping to feel progressive, giving you precision at low speeds and explosive response when you push deeper. In stop-and-go traffic, it feels effortless, silent, almost relaxed, but there's always a sense that something much more aggressive is just beneath the surface. You roll onto a wider road, give it a little more throttle, and suddenly the character changes, the car tightens, the response sharpens, the acceleration becomes urgent. And still, there's no noise in the traditional sense, but there is sensation, a rising electric tone, a subtle high-frequency whine that builds with speed. It's not loud, it's not theatrical, but it's there, a reminder that energy is being converted, that something mechanical is happening, even if you can't hear combustion. Now, what makes this system truly impressive isn't just peak power, it's how consistently it can deliver that power without falling off. Electric motors don't suffer from turbo lag, but they do face a different challenge: heat, and lots of it, especially under repeated hard acceleration. BMW addresses this with a sophisticated cooling system that manages both the battery and the motors through separate but interconnected thermal circuits. There are liquid-cooled channels running through the battery pack, keeping temperatures within an optimal range for both performance and longevity. At the same time, the motors and inverters are cooled to prevent efficiency loss and power reduction during sustained high-load situations. Because without proper cooling, even the most powerful EV will start to pull back, limiting output to protect itself from overheating. And this is where engineering matters, because a well-cooled system doesn't just feel fast once, it feels fast over and over again. You line up for a hard launch, foot on the brake, throttle pinned, and the system prepares itself, distributing torque, optimizing traction, readying everything in milliseconds. Release the brake, and there's no wheel spin chaos, just grip, immediate and controlled, as both motors deliver torque exactly where it's needed. 0 to 60 happens in what feels like a single, uninterrupted surge, no shifts, no pauses, just continuous acceleration pushing you back into the seat. The official figure sits around 3.7 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour, but what matters more is how repeatable that performance feels in real-world conditions. Because traction is everything, and the all-wheel drive system constantly adjusts torque split to maximize grip, even on imperfect surfaces. There's no traditional gearbox here, just a single-speed reduction gear for each motor, which means acceleration is linear, consistent, and relentless. And that linearity changes how you perceive speed because without shifts or engine noise, you often realize you're going fast only after you're already there. On the highway, rolling at around 50 miles per hour, you press the throttle, and the response is instant, no kickdown, no delay. The car surges forward with a smooth but forceful push, climbing from 50 to 90 in one continuous wave of acceleration. There's no crescendo of engine noise, no rising RPM drama, just a clean, uninterrupted delivery of power that feels almost effortless. And yet, it's deeply addictive because the response is always there, always immediate, always ready. Compared to something like the Tesla Model 3 Performance, the BMW feels a bit more measured, a bit more refined in how it delivers that power. The Tesla hits hard, almost aggressively, while the i4 M60 builds in a way that feels more controlled, more deliberate, but no less fast. Against something like the Audi RS e-tron GT, the BMW feels slightly more compact, more connected, less grand tourer, more performance sedan.